So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MAFEX Medicom toy, the Dark Knight Trilogy Joker cop version. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at this Jokery box. So we do get a basic style box when it comes to MAFEX. So we do get the window right there on the front of the box, and if you look all throughout the entire box, you can see the Joker has written "ha ha ha" and "why so serious" all throughout it, so you can tell for a fact that this is Joker's figure. So on the top of the box here says the Dark Knight Trilogy, MAFEX number 62. We do get an image of Batman on the top and on the bottom, and you can see the Joker has drawn all over his face. On the bottom says the Joker cop version, Medicom toy, and DC. And then here is the bottom of the box with the barcode of blah blah blah, so nobody cares about. And then here is the top of the box with the Joker drawing more on it, especially on Batman there. And then here is the one side of it, same thing as the top. And then the other side of the box does have the Joker card in front of the Batman figure, and then the back of it does show a bunch of really cool poses you can get the figure into, along with most of the accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure able to take a closer look at this Joker that people are mostly buying for the accessories so they can make the interrogation scene Joker figure, like myself. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and I think MAFEX did a pretty damn good job with this cop version Joker. The head sculpt does look like Ledger, but I don't know if this is just me. I also see Leonardo DiCaprio in the face sculpt there. Like, it does look like Ledger, but it also looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. If you ever seen The Departed, you know he dresses like this because he is a cop in the movie, so that's why I guess I feel like it looks like Leonardo DiCaprio, but it does look like Ledger. The scars look really good on it. I love the darkness around the eyes. The eyes are like looking up, so you could have him looking down like he's looking up like a psychopath. I love when they do that look for Joker figures because it just captures the psychopath type look to him. We do get like some shading around the forehead and stuff, and the 3D image printing for MAFEX is getting better and better with each release. Like I said, I love the way the scars look. We have a little bit of stubble going on there. The hair looks pretty good too. We do get some clean paint where the hair meets the skin tone there. You can see a little bit of green mixed in with that brownish type color on the hair, and we get some very nice sculpt all throughout the hair as well. My main issue with this figure is the peg hole on the head here isn't tight enough, so it really doesn't fit on there too well. I mean, it fits on there good, but it's also it's loose. You see what I mean? So there is a QC. See how it just popped off so easily? So there is a bit of a QC issue right there with this figure so far. The skin tone does match on the neck, so plus on that. Now for the suit here, they did an awesome job with it. The sculpt and the paint detail turned out really good. We do get, what are these? Not badges. We have the badge right there. I guess stripes right above the badges. We have a pin right there. They did sculpt and paint all the buttons. The pockets look pretty cool. The undershirt looks really nice too with the dress shirt and the tie right there. We get some buttons on the shoulders that are sculpted and painted as well. And it is a very soft, rubbery type plastic, the torso piece here. And I don't think there's any shading on the torso. There's shading on the arms and the legs, and I think they went a little too heavy on the arms right there because it looks more of a very, very dark blue compared to a navy blue right there, so it throws off the color a little bit. So I think they should have went a little lighter around the bicep on the arms, like how it is on the forearms. I think the shading looks nice on that, and they could have added a little shading on there to have it match up with the color on the arms for the shading. The back here, we do get some sculpted wrinkles. We do get the crease running down the center of the back right there, and it looks like there might be a little bit of shading on the back. I think around the lower back, maybe around the upper back as well. The arms look pretty good. We do get this patch that has some really nice tiny paint detail on that. Look at that. You can even read that it says City of Gotham Police Department. Really nice job with that. And we do get some sculpted wrinkles throughout the arms. The elbow joints look pretty good. The lower legs here, we do get some more shading, and you see the creases in the pants right there. We do get a few sculpted wrinkles here and there on the pants. They even sculpted some wrinkles on the back of the knee joints, which is definitely a plus. The lower legs have some more wrinkles all throughout it, which look pretty good. And then we do get the dress shoes here, which also turned out really nice. Very nice sculpt detail all throughout it, as you can see right there. And then the bottom of them, not much going on. But overall, I think MAFEX really did a kick-ass job with this cop version Joker, and I actually like the figure a lot more than I originally thought I would, and I don't think I'd be any more happy with how the detail turned out. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we get a bunch of really great stuff included with this Joker. So we do get a MAFEX stand, of course, which we get with every figure, and that is always a huge plus. We have the base, the arm, and the clamp, and it does have the basic stand articulation. So we do get that, and then we do get 2 alternate heads. So we do get the cop version Joker head, and then we do get the interrogation scene Joker head, which is meant for the 2.0 Joker body. So the one that comes on the figure out of the packaging, of course, is this one here, which we already took a look at before, and the way you swap it out is fairly simple. Just pop it on the joint to get it on and pull up to take it off. So we do get the one that comes on the figure, then we do get the alternate one here, which is meant for the 2.0 Joker, and they did a fantastic job capturing the likeness of Heath Ledger in this face sculpt here. This is pretty much damn near perfect, and to me this is the best 6-inch scale Heath Ledger Joker face sculpt that I have ever seen. The paint just was handled beautifully all throughout it, around the scars, the mouth, the darkness of the black paint around the eyes. You have paint smudging above the eye, even under the scars and on the top of the head and everything. We get some white paint on the ears as well. And where the white paint meets the hair, very clean paintwork, and the hair has some beautiful sculpt to it. They did add the main green in it along with a darker green, and it just turned out really nice on this figure. So MAFEX did an outstanding job with this head sculpt, and the way you get it on the 2.0 Joker figure, same way you get this head on the cop Joker figure. So we do get those 2 alternate heads, then we do get the cop hat here, and they did an excellent job with the detail. We have like that badge on the top of it, we have the black strap going along the front of it. We have some very clean paint all throughout it as well, and just some nice sculpt work, and it fits on this head perfectly, as you can see right there. So really cool that we get the hat for this figure. So we do get that stuff, and then we also get the rifle, and MAFEX once again did a great job with the detail on another accessory. We do get the white strap here with some black paint here and there on it, and it seems to be connected pretty good. I'd say just be a little careful with it, don't be too rough because it could break off. And we do get a little bit of black paint on the rifle here, which is nice and clean. We do get some nice sculpt work around this part right here, and the rifle just turned out really good overall, and he does grip onto it perfectly with the trigger finger hand and the gripping hand. So we do get the rifle, then we do get the interchangeable arms for the 2.0 Joker, so you can make the interrogation scene Joker, and these accessories are the reason why I bought this figure. They did a beautiful job with the pattern on the shirt right there, just nice paintwork all throughout it, even on the elbow joints and everything. We do get some sculpted wrinkles here and there throughout the sleeve of the shirt. I like the way it's rolled up around the forearm, and the skin tone turned out pretty good too. And I'm going to show you how to put on the interrogation scene Joker accessories right now. Alright, so the way you swap the head and arms with this 2.0 Joker for the interrogation scene Joker is very simple. If you have the MAFEX Bane or Two-Face, it's identical to that. So all you do is pop the head off and you pop the arms off. See, very simple to do it. I don't feel like anything's going to break or anything like that. And you just slide his coat off, and you just take the head here, pop that on, take the left arm, you can see the peg hole right there, pop that on, and then just pop the other arm on, and then there you go, as simple as that. And the body doesn't look too narrow or anything like what some people did complain about with MAFEX's Bane. I think it looks good. The patterns and the color does match the shirt underneath the vest on the torso, and I mean, this just looks so awesome. Now having an interrogation scene Joker, this is my favorite version of Joker, and now this is my favorite Heath Ledger Joker figure in my collection. And another cool thing is now you could use his articulation to his fullest, since the coat isn't hindering his torso movement, and maybe a little bit of his arm and maybe leg articulation as well, and maybe even neck articulation. So now you get much more posing options and display options with this interrogation scene Joker compared to the regular 2.0 version Joker with the coat. So we do get that stuff, and then we also get 12 interchangeable hands. So we do get 6 gloved hands, which are meant for the cop version Joker. Then we do get 6 bare hands, which are meant for the interrogation scene Joker. So for the cop version Joker, we do get a pair of open hands here, which come on the figure out of the packaging, and all the hands are very simple to swap out, all 12 of them. Then we do get a pair of fists, and then we do get a right trigger finger hand and a left gripping hand, and like I said before, he grips onto the rifle perfectly with those hands. Now for the interrogation scene Joker, the bare hands, we do get a pair of fists, Then we do get a pair of like open or clapping type hands, and then we do get some open resting hands. You can use them as clapping hands as well, and these are also very simple to swap out on the interrogation scene Joker. Arms, and we get some nice sculpt detail all throughout all 12 alternate hands. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Clown Prince of Crime. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now, for the height of this imposter police officer, to the very top of his head, it looks like he's just shy of 6 inches and a quarter of an inch tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts, The Dark Knight Batman, and The Dark Knight Joker, and the MAFEX Interrogation Scene Joker, and Harvey Dent Two-Face. And then here he is compared to the MAFEX, The Dark Knight Rises Bane, the 2.0 Joker, the Justice League Batman, and the Justice League Superman. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts, The Dark Knight Rises Catwoman, and the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and the Mezco 112 Deluxe Joker, and the Justice League Aquaman. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero, the SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto, the Figma Deadpool, and the Marvel Legends Cable. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku, and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and I did have 2 minor issues when I was taking pictures of the figure. I did have the left leg pop off the joint, but I popped it back in, hasn't come off since, and then the right bicep came off the shoulder there. I had to pop that back in, but that one also hasn't come off since. So you might have to be careful when you articulate the figure, because some joints might pop off. But once you pop them back in, they seem to be much better after that. So we do have 2 joints at the neck, and as I mentioned before, the head isn't connected tightly enough, so it does pop off easily, and it is a bit loose. That might just be with my figure, or other people might experience that issue as well. So with the upper neck joint, you could get this Joker to look up a tiny bit, and he does look down really well because he does have that psychotic look to him. So that is perfect for a Joker figure. Then we do get pretty damn good pivot out of it. I love the pivot on the neck with MAFEX. They always give us a nice like barbell type joint at the neck. Then we do get a swivel there. The lower neck joint really doesn't go back at all, but it does go forward a tiny bit, so you can get Mr. Psychopath Joker to look down a little bit more using both joints. Then we do get a little bit of pivot at the lower neck, and then of course it does swivel, so pretty good movement at both the neck joints. Then there is no torso movement because the torso piece of the suit is just one whole piece, so they did just give us a waist movement, and it actually works pretty good because this is a softer rubbery type plastic, so you can force it a little bit, so you can get them to crunch forward a pretty good amount. It does go back pretty well also for the torso being one entire piece, and you do get a little bit of pivot out of it, and then of course it does swivel. Now for the arms here, we do get a beautiful circular motion out of the arm right there, so you do get some nice movement with that. Then the arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that is definitely good. They do go up and down. We don't have true bicep swivel. It is built into the shoulder, so you will get the swivel there. We have double jointed elbows that bend in all the way, so that is awesome. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel and hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, we do get the drop down leg joints, so you can drop them down a tiny bit, and Joker can kick forward about 90 degrees, which is definitely good. Then they do go to the back about 45 degrees. And let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it. I doubt he can. And they go out to the sides about 45 degrees, which is decent for someone wearing a suit. Oh, that left leg popped off again. See what I mean? Then we do get just a tiny bit of an upper thigh swivel right there. We do have a single jointed knees that bend back a little more than 90 degrees, which is decent. Now for the ankles here, we do get some decent swivel out of it. They do hinge up a decent amount, hinge down just a tiny bit, and then we do get a really nice ankle pivot actually. Then we do get a toe hinge that completely breaks his toes. So overall, for this figure wearing a suit, I think MAFEX worked in the articulation pretty damn good with this Joker, and you're going to be able to get him in some pretty good fake cop-like poses, and I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the MAFEX The Dark Knight Cop version Joker. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did have mine imported from Japan from Ami, and I'm not sure if my buddy from Agelessgeeks will be getting this in stock. You can always check at their website, agelessgeeks.com, or I would recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook group. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Medicom toy, the Dark Knight toy. Damn, that was bad. Then we do get an image of Batman with the Joker. MAFEX number 62. Then we do get an image of Batman on the top. Damn it. So we do get the one right there in the front of the box, and if you look all throughout the box, we do get the Joker. Then on the bottom here says the Joker Cop version. Joker has drawn all over his face, as you can see right there, and on the bottom of the box says oh my god, I cannot talk at all today. What the hell is wrong with me? So now for the articulation, and they hinge a pretty good amount. They hinge. Whoops. The MAFEX interrogation scene Joker and the MAFEX Trupi Chapugua and the MAFEX interrogation scene Joker and the Harvey. Oh, damn it. The SH Figure Arts, the Dark Knight Rises Catwoman, damn it. Joker, we do get a pair of open hands on the right.